Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today our group will present about leadership. First of all, leader is people who by their actions encourage a group of people to move towards goal. There are two types of leader. There is good leader and bad leader. We choose yang mulia Tan Sri Dato Sri Dr. Ungku Zeti Akhtar binti Ungku Aziz. About her profile, she born in Johor Bahru, Johor on 37 August 1947. She married to Dato Dr. Taufik Aiman and they have two children, Alif and Aziz. She received early education at Assunta High School, Petani Jaya in 1958. Next, she did her Form C in St. John's Institution, Kuala Lumpur. She is the 7th and current Governor of Bank Negara Malaysia, National Central Bank. She has been Governor since May 2000 and was the first woman in the position. In 1970, she received a bachelor's degree in economics from University Malaya. She continued her studies in the Department of Economics at the University of Pennsylvania, receiving a PhD in Monetary and International Economics. Next, about her history working, she began her career as an economic analyst for the Southeast Asia Central Bank Training and Research Center from 1979 to 1984. Then appointed Deputy Manager of the Economic Department at Bank Negara Malaysia. On 20 May 2011, Bloomberg columnist William Purcell picked her as one of his top 4 nominees to hit the prestigious International Monetary Fund. Lastly, she is the chairman of the Asian Institute of Finance. Next, I will proceed to other members.
Thank you to my friends. Now I will talk about the type of leadership. For the behavioral theories of leadership, focus identifying critical behavioral determinants of leadership that in turn could be used to train people become leaders. Show concern for welfare of the members of group. This factor oriented towards interpersonal relationship, mutual respect and family. Next, the example Dr. Zeti Akhtar Aziz defines: great leader those who can contribute towards creating a better future, and also must be confident and should have clarity on their values for the welfare of the team members of group. Now this is about why we call Dr. Zeti Akhtar Aziz as a good leadership. She is the one and only woman in Asia hold the portfolio as a central bank's governor. Got an A for the 5th year in row financial report card of bank governor. She also was named as Tokoh Ma'al Hijrah 1432 Hijrah. She received international recognition when she was selected as member of United Nations Commission of Experts, chairs the executive meeting of its Asia Pacific Central Banks EMEAP task forced to formulate the master plan of financial cooperation between central banks. Now about the lesson. She had proved that she always shown a woman always can be a great leader. She had analysed that she is industry forecaster who was versed on the trends, opportunities and problems that her field might face. The crisis that happen now globally never bring her down but also make her to coming up with new ideas. Now I will proceed to other friend to talk about the bad leaders.
you to my friend. Now we are going to our bad leader. President of Mexico, Porfirio Diaz. His real name is Jose de la Cruz Porfirio Diaz Mori. Porfirio Diaz was born a mestizo or of mixed Indian European heritage in the state of Oaxaca on September 15, 1830. He was a Mexican general, president, politician, and dictator. He ruled Mexico with an iron fist for 35 years from 1876 to 1911. His period of rule, referred to as the Porfiriato, was marked by great progress and modernization and the Mexican economic boom. He died on July 2nd, 1915 in Paris, France. Okay, next, I would like to share about his early military career. Porfirio Diaz was born into extreme poverty and never even reached complete literacy. He dabbled in law, but in 1855 he joined a band of liberal guerrillas who were fighting a resurgent. Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, a Mexican political and military leader, was president of Mexico 11 times from 1833 to 1855. He soon found that the military was his true vocation, and he stayed in the army fighting against the French and in the civil wars that raked Mexico in the mid to late 19th century. He found himself aligned with liberal politician and rising star Benito Juarez, although they were never personally friendly. Benito Juarez was a Mexican politician and statesman of the late 19th century and also a president for 5 terms in the turbulent years of 1858 to 1872. Types of leadership. Our bad leader used bad leadership style. First, he controlled the army. He always spent a great deal of money on the army and his officials. Second, always spent a great deal of money on the army. The end result was a motley rabble of conscripted soldiers in ragtag uniforms and sharp-looking officers. For the second, he protected the rich. The laborers on this estate were essentially slaves. Diaz was a masterful politician who deftly spread Mexicans well around where it would keep this key group happy. I will proceed to my friends.
Okay, now we are going to tell about why Porfirio Diaz was a bad leader. When Diaz came to power, the Mexican government was in debt and had very little cash reserve. Therefore, the enthusiastically encouraged investment by foreigners. Conditions were made so advantageous to the supplier of capital that Mexican industry and workers alike suffered. By 1910, the economy had declined and national revenue was shrinking, which necessitated borrowing. With wages decreasing, strikes were frequently agriculture workers were faced with extreme poverty and debt bondage. Many farmers were forced into debt bondage to survive. Land was confiscated from ordinary owners, and much land seized from the crush reform laws or deemed public land was sold to these favorites for a pittance. Okay, now what can we learn from this history? A prime minister should take responsibility about his communities. He must help them to have a better life and not let them become poorer like what they have been before. To become a good leader, a prime minister should be knowledgeable and he must hear what his community opinion. Lastly, as a president, he must take responsibility to his countries and take advantage and never take advantage from them. That's all from us. Thank you.